What's up, y'all? It's your boy Big L, and today we're gonna be talking about Raising Kanan, the episode that just dropped Friday. Man, if you missed it, I think you should go tap into it. And if you haven't been watching Raising Kanan, it would be a smart thing for you to do to go catch up from season 1, because Raising Kanan, to me, is dope as hell. It's actually one of the best series out of all the Power universe. Kanan is definitely being raised by some knuckleheads. Now we can officially see why Kanan, crazy ass, was the way he was in OG Power. But to see the growth and to know his ending, you know, it's kind of crazy to know Kanan wasn't no slouch. And the fact that we're going to have legacy and Power origins. The reason why I believe Raising Kanan is going to be so dope after it's all said and done is because the sequence of things. Like, we would have thought it would have been smart for them to originally put out when they were kids, to them being teenagers, to them being adults, to them actually, you know, getting in the game, going their own way, whatever happened to them, Fargo's Kanan death, Ghost dying, and Tariq life, and etc. and etc. So they kind of got it mixed around a little bit. So at this point, when it's all said and done, I think after Legacy, we'll be able to thoroughly go back from, you know, Raising Kanan to regular OG Power to Tariq and them, and then to Tommy show, and then to etc. We'll be able to watch it all in a row instead of going from this timeline to this year to that year. I really think that this episode 1 was dope as hell because how much effort was put into production, how much excitement out the gate was happening. They picked up exactly where it left off last season on the last episode of Kanan putting the gun up to his mother in the kitchen. So it was like, shit, Kanan, he ain't coming to play this season. I also do feel like he's gonna have to run into situations where it's gonna prove to him that he's not bigger than the program. He does survive because, you know, Tariq assisted him dying. After watching episode 1, I gotta say this, Rock is a piece of shit. She's a piece of shit, bro. Ain't no way in the world she just keep topping her layers of being a piece of shit. If I can say who's the worst mother out of all the Power universes, all the Power series, out of any show I done watched in Power, she got them beat by miles, man. Rock is crazy. At first I would say Monet Tejada, because every last one of her kids was just turning out terrible, and they was the stupidest drug organization, drug dealers. Like, they were the dumbest ones. Their storyline really didn't make too much sense. But Fargo's being the crummiest mother or the crummiest relative in general is Rock, man. And I was thinking, like, damn, the fact that she's still sitting here covering for her son, knowing that he was about to blow her damn brains out, and he also took your brother's life in the process. It's just like, damn, man. How much more can you do for Kanan for him to understand that you actually got his back? In all actuality, she has a good heart for only Kanan. In the midst of Lou dying, he died within, I believe, the first 3 minutes of the episode, 3-4 minutes of the episode. What shocked me the most outside of Rock snake ass was knowing that Kanan didn't show any remorse. Like, Kanan didn't care. He didn't give a damn that he just shot his uncle that just basically was telling him the truth about what happened to D-Wiz and how his mother got all the heart that they don't have. And if it wasn't for his mother, certain things would never get done. I feel like that at least should have broke him down a little bit to make him feel like I'm moving too fast, so I at least just kill somebody in my family, the last little line of family outside of Jukebox that really care about me, but in the right way, that want to see me outside of this game or want to see me with a natural future. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to see Lou dying that way and nobody actually show remorse or give a damn about Lou. Lou was an amazing character, but you could tell how they built up his character throughout the last season and how he was bouncing back and how he was recovering from alcohol addiction and just going crazy. So now it's just like, yeah, I mean, he got his life together. He's happy one moment and he's sad the next moment. So it's like they just building up a character to drop him off, because there's nothing else for Lou to do in this show. He already done went his way, and his storyline kind of got weakened by the seasons. It's kind of crazy to me that, again, that Kanan didn't show no remorse to Lou dying, because Lou was a great influence in Kanan's life. He wasn't an asshole. He wasn't even somebody that Kanan looked at as somebody to run a game on him, as if he thought his mother was always doing, even though Snaps and Pop kind of put the battery on his back to even be thinking this way. And he also said, you ain't a killer until you kill somebody you love. So it's like, he damn sure fulfilled that. I want to cover on how Marvin was feeling this entire episode. Like, Marvin was that one actor on the show throughout this episode that made you feel like he was in your family. Like, he was somebody that, damn, yeah, if Marvin was my uncle, man, we'd be turning this shit up right now. Yeah, he feel away, then I feel away. Marvin gonna be losing his screws for half of the season. Marvin's not gonna be able to shake back from him because this gonna be a big loss to him, and he wasn't a part of the reason why his little baby brother passed away. So it's like everything that happens and the real reason behind what happens is just gonna come off as fucked up and make him even more resentful to Rock and Kanan. And I just think like Marvin has came a long way as well. So his character has to somewhat meet his demise, whether that's death or jail. I hope it's not death, but I'd rather Marvin go to jail, because Marvin is an impeccable actor, and we will always love for them to find or figure out ways for him to come back in any kind of way. During the funeral of Luz, Jukebox was piecing everything together. Even prior to her even going to the funeral, the conversations that she was having with Kanan, you know, and it just, the answers that she was getting, the facial expressions that she was receiving, the lack of sympathy. He didn't feel no way of knowing that Lou died. And that's weird in itself. Like, if you ain't got nothing to do with Lou dying, why don't you feel away? It's our family, bro. Red flag. Believe in throughout these next couple of episodes 2 and 3, I think Jukebox is going to somewhat assume and put the pieces together, and then she's going to bring it to Marvin, and that's what's going to cause Marvin to whoop his ass in one of these episodes throughout the season. Jukebox, we already know Jukebox become a police officer. She ain't going nowhere this season. I just hope that we can keep having action, more action and more action, because like they say, this the last season for Raising Kanan. And one thing that I hate about any series in Power is that they have build-up episodes. Y'all already cut us short on 2 episodes. It's supposed to be 10. Y'all broke it down to 8. So if we got 8, I don't want to see episode 3 and 4 being build-up episodes for 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Like, give us action this whole season right here. We deserve it. You know the eyes are going to be on the program. I'm praying and hoping, because you already recorded it, that y'all leave us satisfied with the work and the art from all the actors. But another person that I believe that's going to, out the gate, he's showing that he has it, but that's going to have a humongous impact on this season is Breeze. I think Breeze, he already letting you know out the gate, he don't give a fuck. You got to fight. Put him down or I'm putting you down. He's providing the atmosphere of you in the jungle, or eat or be eaten. Like Kanan was speaking, he said this one person right here who he just don't give a fuck. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we get a chance. We know Breeze dies at the hands of Tommy and Ghost. We gotta hope that they somewhat give us some type of clip of that in Raising Kanan, which I really don't think they're going to do. I hope they would, but I've been hearing that, or I've been seeing little videos about how Breeze not going to be in any of that, so I'm assuming that it would only make sense for Ghost and Tommy to put the bullet in his head while he was watching Jeopardy at the end of this season, leading on to Origins. Episode 1 of Raising Kanan, this shit it's top of the line. It's dope, y'all. It's dope. It's so good. I done watched it 3 times. You really got to be prepared for episode 2, and it's going to keep us on our feet, man. And I believe that when they sit back and write these scripts, they never think the way that we're going to think, and that's what I like. If it's predictable, then I really somewhat don't like it. Like I'll be like, okay, I'll watch it because it's cool, it's entertaining, has action in it. But once it's not predictable, you got me. So again, y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to keep y'all tapped in every week on Raising Kanan, on stuff that I think, even opinions that I'm going to be forming on my own, you know what I'm saying, that may not have nothing to do with Power, or where I think that the script's going to go, or where I think the next episode will lead to. But make sure, again, y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Keep me in the algorithm. Love y'all, man. Take it easy, bros on the bricks.